Hello, I am the Ronin Pawn, and welcome to a twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn live stream. On twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn. I've had a very special voice for that lately, just, I don't know. It's like I'm in the back of my throat. I'm very fine with Ronin Pawn. It's just, I don't know. Sounds like Cedar Point, you know. We hope you enjoy your ride, and today America's roller coast. The other thing I wanted to ask is, have I ever said to you, if I told you you had a beautiful body, would you? No. Have I ever said to you that every goddamn motherfucking time that I start up a live stream, it's not every time, that's the thing. I get this inconsistent in Discord when I go to post that we're streaming in the discord.roninpawn.com if you'd like an invite to the Discord channel. Whenever I post to the channel that's like live stream announcements, I always tag it with an @here. An @here, which notifies anyone who's, you know, here, that live stream's going live. And Discord intermittently and inconsistently gives me this little notice that says, you're about to ping like 30 plus people. Are you sure you want to do that? And that's fine. I would be fine with that if you told me that every single time, and I would be fine with that if you didn't tell me every time. But it's intermittent. You know what it could be? It could be that it literally is attached to 30 people, and so if it's less than 30 people, it doesn't tell you, and maybe it's just down to, you know, sometimes there are 30 people on the server who are, you know, active and on Discord right now, and everybody else is logged out, and sometimes there's not. So maybe that's the thing. I might have just cracked the code. Finally, we talked about it, we drug it out into the light of day, and now we're going to play some Minecraft. Are we going to play some? We're going to play some Minecraft. Welcome to the show, everybody. I will be bending your ear today about some of my my issues that have arisen because I'm a disabled man living on the streets of the late great city of Detroit. I've had an issue arise with the Department of Health and Human Services in which they have managed to cock up on our benefits in such a way as we will not. It's hopefully we'll get paid. Lady Pawn, who is my caregiver, will get paid for her, you know, labor that she's already done in the month of December. Hopefully we'll get paid for it by fucking February because of the incompetence, arrogance, sociopathy of a M. Safor, who is my specialist through the Woody Plaza Hamtramck offices of the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. And I give these names out because these people are just, you know, like, if these people weren't evil, but like, if I'm spreading the word and the good news here and letting people know who it is that are the problems, and this woman is a problem. This woman is absolutely, like, she is a problem for the state of Michigan. She's a problem for the Department of Health and Human Services. In the process of our last conversation, she interjected, and I'd love to give you the exact quote. I can just about remember it, because I've been writing letters to executive directors and shit about it. She interjected, the benefits that you all currently receive, hold on to your seats, because come January 20th, things gonna change. This is a black woman who works for the state of Michigan's welfare system, who basically just, like, over the phone, celebrated the idea that when Trump takes over, he's gonna gut this system of welfare, and then all you disabled people can just die without care. Like, a full fucking eugenicist perspective is what's, like, bubbling underneath the statements from this sociopathic. This horrible human being who works for the state of Michigan and receives a paycheck. And I've got her on the phone recorded saying that, because I record my, in the state of Michigan, interesting thing, in case you're not just here for, the world's on fire kind of thing. Sometimes we just share interesting notes. The state of Michigan's laws about recording phone conversations are very unique across the United States of America. Most states have either a system that is a two-party consent system where both parties need to know and consent to being recorded, or else neither party can record them. Or they'll have a one-party consent where only one party needs to know that the recording is occurring. Michigan, it lives in a space between them and actually might have the best law of them all. I mean, there's an argument to say that this is the best rule that you could have for this kind of a thing. And it is that the only person who can record it is a person who is a party to the conversation. Our rule is about eavesdropping. So even if you know that you're, and this is a little weird, touchy thing, even if you know that you're being recorded by a third party, and you've authorized that third party to record your call, that wouldn't be allowed in Michigan. You have to be the one recording it. It can only be recorded by one of the first parties to the phone conversation. I find that very, interesting just from a, hey, isn't that curious, legal perspective, that Michigan's laws have been interpreted to mean that, we're not quite a one-party consent state. We are specifically, I'm trying to feed him potatoes. Thank you for your service. We're specifically a no eavesdropping state. You can't record it unless you're a primary party to the conversation. Just a little curiosity. So today, before we get too deep into, anything, really, I don't want to have a conversation about, anything. What my plan for the day is to make the most expensive wheat farm. The most expensive wheat farm. And the goal is not to have the most expensive wheat farm, it's to have a fully automatic wheat farm. And I could not find a better way to make it than this incredibly expensive way that we're going to make it. My calculations say that it will take over 700 wood, and then it will take, I think, 450 iron in order to make this wheat fan. That's just for the hoppers. So, I hear people walking around. I don't like the sound of that. I said 450 iron, right? So, how many stacks of iron is that? 450 divided by 9 would be 5 stacks, right? 5 full stacks of iron is what we'll need just for the hoppers. We're going to need 90 hoppers. Unless a federal crime was committed. Oh, really? Is that like a caveat? Hello, Rax. A caveat to laws about phone conversations. Yeah, I guess, at least like RICO statute cases and stuff like that, a lot of the laws get suspended. Weird, the video does not work for you. It's not working? Why isn't it working? It's because I didn't hit Alt-G. Is it coming now? It's coming now. Oh my god, I had no idea that it just wasn't broadcasting. I monitor the beginning of the live stream and I say, okay, things are working. Now I don't have to monitor it. But OBS hadn't hooked into Minecraft. Wow. Well, that'll be why we started out with like 7, 8 viewers and me. I was like, wow, there's a lot of people showing up for this immediately, and then it was... Well, that's actually the most of this world that has not been seen. The most time that has passed in this Minecraft world that was not seen, because I've gone out of my way. I don't play this. I don't log in and let any time pass when y'all are not around. So that's the only thing that you could do there was hear that I was just running around in circles. We didn't really accomplish anything, except for I just went and grabbed 5 blocks of iron from our big old chest of iron over here. So we're gonna need, what did I say? We're gonna need like over 700 wood. It comes down to, though, What does it come down to? How many in logs? I'm actually going to check this. I put it into our Discord server. As part of the announcement. 450 iron, 720 wood. So, 720 wood. Divided by 4. We need 102 logs. That's not much. Is that right? That doesn't seem right. 102 times 4 doesn't equal 700. What? Yeah, 700 divided by 4. 175. Thank you. I'm like,
everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
Yeah, as long as the team isn't the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, then everything is like discriminatory and eugenic. What did I say? I need 175. So 4 stacks, 175, 64, 128 to get to 175. It's actually closer to just 3. 128 plus 64 is 172. 64 and 124 and then 68, 64. Wait, what did I say? 128 plus 64. That's a 2. A 12 and a 6 makes 180 something. So we're good, right? Maybe. Eugenics. Eugenics, you know, because, I mean, a big part of how eugenics is actually played out. You know, there's the mythical version of the quote-unquote good eugenics. There's the mythical version of that, but whenever eugenics has actually played out on the surface of the planet, it always involves, like, letting the weak die off and, you know, purifying the genome and shit like that, and the Department of Health and Human Services, both of these, there was a Mr. Young, and, of course, this M. Safor, who both, you know, offered perspectives that basically, like, if the world worked the way that they think it works, then there would be a whole lot of, you know, dead, disabled people. I was told that the reason why my Medicaid was cut off, at first they were saying, well, you can't get Medicaid unless you're... Okay, those are logs. Unless you've you know, received Social Security disability insurance. Unless you're an SSDI recipient, which is, of course, re-fucking-diculous. Utterly ridiculous. That is not at all accurate. Nothing makes sense about that statement, because, of course, if that were the truth, Social Security disability insurance in the United States of America is a process that routinely takes over 2 years to complete. And so, if you had tens of thousands of Americans, you know, becoming disabled either by injuries on the job or catching, I don't know, a pandemic or something like that, or maybe they were just born with a genetic, you know, problem, all the different ways that you can become disabled in the middle of life or be born disabled, you know, if that were the case, oh goodness, this is the Michigan Department of Health and Humans. I have to answer this. And we're back. That was the supervisor, who I have been pinging since Monday or something like that. And she let me know that as of now, the situation, the benefits, and all that sort of stuff are resolved. That things seem to be working, and most of the time that I spent away from the live stream there was just making sure that she knew that, you know, what these people had been saying and how they had been representing the DHHS and how little they seemed to know of their own jobs, the assumptions that they make, and that sort of a thing. So we're back now, and we can do some Minecraft, but give me just one moment to check with Lady Paw. Alright, that's how live streamers go sometimes. When you've got fires out or pokers in multiple fires trying to get people to do their jobs who don't want to. That supervisor was very, you know, a reasonable human being, which is, I think that makes about, I'm gonna say, 2 out of every 5 people that I've encountered who work for the DHHS are reasonable human beings. So, you know, that's a winning figure, I guess. What were we working on? We were working on chests, and I need 90 of these friggin' hoppers. That's what we're working on. Back into up here. But yeah, the things that this MSAF was said, like, on January 20th, things are gonna change, like celebrating the idea that you know, in the best interpretation I can come up with, it's an incredibly, like, classist fucking, you know, I hate you fucking welfare, fuck you people sucking off of the taxpayer dollar. It's one of those kind of perspectives, you know. That's the best interpretation I can come up with for it. Come up as of it. So those prepositions are in there, man. You better know. 32, 33, we've made all of those. How close am I even to having the number that we need? Hey, I said we needed 90, and 64 plus 33 is more than we need. But actually, no, I think it is exactly 90 that we need. Okay. We've got 97 hoppers. That is the beginning of the most expensive wheat farm. I wonder if I should, like, try and edit out the dead part of the live stream when I put it up to YouTube. That would be good. Probably didn't do it, though, if you're watching this on the VOD, right? You just had to skip forward. Didn't you? Didn't you? Leave me a comment saying, I just had to skip forward, you lazy sack. Thank you for your service. That was a lot less iron than I thought I... Why did I think I needed so much iron? I needed 450... Because we need 90 times 5 iron each. So it's 450 total iron, which would mean that I need to break down 64 of these turn into 9 each. I think maybe I was still doing the math from a place of... I was still thinking about the wood and thinking in terms of a 4 instead of it breaking down into 9 or something. Why I thought it was going to cost that many blocks of iron. I was right about the number of iron that it needs, I think. How about like that? And I hang on to some of it. Thank you. So, I'm thinking we rip out, you know, this field. And we put up our fully automatic wheat farm right here. That's my plan, Stan. You know, we can still use the farmland. It's twice the size that we need. Which does, in theory, mean that we could, you know, break it up into 2 fields. And have one be for wheat, for the automatic wheat, and then one that's just for beets, which would be ideal. Problem is we're kind of tight on the space here. We've run low on the space. Space. The only place that the capitalists can't get to me. Space. Well, here's the thing, Pawn. What's the thing, Pawn? The thing, Pawn, is you don't need that anymore. I'll want it on one side. You will want it on one side. And then in the middle, if you were to... Like, is that it? Where's the damned middle of this damned dam? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be 5. So it would be here would be an empty one, and then you'd have to start the other farm here. If you wanted to have this be maximally efficient. It doesn't have to be maximally efficient. No, it doesn't. So we could just split this up into from here, 2, 3, 4. And then we move the middle of this here. I see no reason that can't be the way of things. So, yeah. Yank you up. Dig you. Water. Retake the water. Grab you. Grab you. Oops. And with the you. And the you. Alright, so you're back in there. And you know, I've never thought about it until I started working on this fully automatic wheat farm. Why? There you go. It never occurred to me that the only reason that we're putting a light in the middle of this, really, is to prevent spawning, which probably isn't even that, but it's just for spawning nowadays, because the light from the sky is always high enough to keep the plants growing at the maximum rate. So there's no need for light if your crops are outside for an additional light source. I never thought about that. Actually, while I was designing this or tinkering with this, it's a design that I got off of YouTube and then, you know, made my own like I usually do. Before I started designing this, I actually thought that I would need to F with that. And it turns out I don't need to F with that. Yo. I was trying to figure out, like, what's the most optimal way to light this bitch up. Light my bitch up! And then at some point it occurred to me that, okay, you only need a light level of 8 in order to get any crop to grow. Any of these crops to grow. I don't want to speak where I don't know for certain. So with a light level of 8, In the middle of the night, the total light right here is 15. Because the sky is still a 15 light level. So we don't actually have to add block light for the sake of the plants to grow anyway. How am I doing on space to pick shit up? You got some space to pick shit up. You can... Well, actually, the reason why you do it this way is for the sake of replanting. Yeah, but what? But 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's right. We don't need this. Is the reason why these turned back is because we don't use that either. These are just wide areas around. Okay. So then this is going to actually end up being just beetroot, which is not a fast, efficient way to grow things. It is way better to grow them in strips and rows. They'll come in faster, but I don't care. It's not... It's beet. What do we want beetroot for? You know? And it probably works out that it's more efficient. Okay. Just get out of here before you ruin some of my... What? Oh, it's the phantom bites. Hey! Quit biting me. I don't even need your membranes. I'm just gonna sleep. And then you can burn in the light of day. I don't need membranes from them anymore. I got my own membranes. Oh yeah. How you like me now? Yeah. Mainly with the screaming now. Mainly with the screaming and dying. Will you scream and die, please? Thank you. Well, less with the screaming, more with the dying, if you wouldn't mind, actually. Yeah, this is where we'll put everything in. I'm just dropping off the seeds, so I don't... We'll eventually, you know, recycle these. Did I just hear... a zombified piglin? Zombified piglin grunts. Yes, I did. Coming in from underground, I guess? I'm surprised that we're close enough to be able to hear it from here. Unless there's one somewhere that I put them and forgot or something like that. Doesn't seem like that's the case. Okay, we will need some wheat just to get things started once we make the automatic farm. Let me finish picking up the beetroots. I will leave these sides on here, I guess. You know, doesn't hurt. We'll increase the growth rate a little bit. Speed. Even though I don't got it back there, and you know, it won't hurt. And then maybe I'll take it away eventually. But, so then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is where our automatic farm is going to be. And I'm gonna end up bringing all this... all these fences and stuff in. They're gonna be one closer. And I think we're getting rid of this. We shouldn't need that. Probably just get in the way. I do need something to fill it with, though. I don't have any dirt on me. I'll need 2. One for each side. So that's not spruce, that's dirt. Or that's not dirt, that's spruce. Okay. Keep yanking it all down. And we're gonna be underground very shortly, placing a metric ass load of... Oh, I'm gonna need stone, too. For you to replace this guy, huh? To replace you, the stone will be needed. Which is here, here, 1 stone. You don't have any additional dirt. You only took what you needed. Good. Stone. There you go. Put that back up. And then the way that this is going to get filled in actually will require some wood. A fair little whack of wood. The way that I've designed it. Wood planks and then fences. I've got 32. Presume I'll need more, so dark oak fences. I'll take a lot of what we've got anyway. And since, I don't know, yeah, dark oak seems to be the thing we're gonna do. Let's go with dark oak. And put the spruce back. Spruce stairs as well. Dark oak, and then you. And what else am I gonna need? I'm gonna need a lightning rod. You're gonna need a lightning rod for your farm? Mm-hmm. Yes, I am. I told you it was a fully automatic farm, and the lightning rod is integral to the operation of, I don't know. You don't know whether I'm making stuff up or not. You can't just say that because you think it's true. Fortune, please. And... oh my god. No, I'm not going to spend all that. It's just one charcoal is all you need. Is all you need. Things will never be the same. 3 copper ingots for a weather rod. A lightning rod. Lightning rod. Rod from God. Okay, I'll need that. I'll need iron fences. I will need many redstone things. Yeah. Let's go, like, get the redstone together, put it all in your inventory, and then we'll get going on it. You can come down. So, redstone-wise, I'm gonna need some money, actually. So, give me money. That's what I want. A whole lot of money. That's what I want. If I hold the shovel while I do this, then we'll be repairing it. You, sir? More money? Thank you. What? Did I press those? I didn't press those buttons. Now you, sir. Redstone. And you. Redstone. Thank you. And the shovel is repaired. Cool. Anything that I can put back here? No, I spent all of the clay balls. Okay, and the money? So I'll carry my money. Alright. Redstone stuffs. What do I need? Don't need... I will need a crafter, so that saves me a little bit. I won't need any observers. Or pistons. Redstone torches I will need. So give me some stone to play with. Make me... so how many do I need? Where's my wood? It's there. How many comparators do I need? I need 1, 2, 3. 3 comparators? At least 3. So those would be repeaters. Give me liberty or death. I'll take either. You know, that's really a bad offer to make too, because I'm pretty sure most of the people who you'd have to make that, you know, offer to would be like, "You'll take death? Oh, well that's way cheaper than liberty. Sure. How much death did you do?" This is a great deal for me. Why can't I make more of you? What happened? Oh, that's all you needed. That's all you said 3. Okay, how many repeaters do I need? I'll need 1 for the sorter. I'll need 1 for the elevator. Just 2? Could just be 2. Condor 70, 34 months. Welcome back to the Big Dick Club. Where are all the viewers? It's quiet in here, isn't it? There were so many when I started up. Twitch had some kind of an error and told me there's a lot of people watching. And then what happened was we had a big blackout of the video because I didn't know that OBS hadn't tapped into the game. Maybe drove people away. I don't know. Listen. The reason I'll tell you. They heard me start talking about my disabilities, DHHS issues and stuff like that. I don't want to be here. I came for the. I want to get real. So 3 of those, 2 of those. We're gonna need. Do we need a target? I don't think we need a target. We will need more redstone torches. 1, 2. At least 2, I think 3. And then just redstone dust. How much have I got? This might be everything that we need. It's not going to be everything that we need, but it's enough to get started. And then find out what we're going to need for the world's most expensive wheat farm. That is also, the only good. It's the only automatic wheat farm that I think you can make. If you can make a less expensive wheat farm, then you're going to have to tell me, because I never heard of this. I looked into it, and it's just not what I found. That is just not what I found, alright? So, don't try and pull one over on me. I've been pulling things over people forever. You can't pull it over me if I've already hung it over someone else. So this will be the base of our farm right there, and then in order to protect our farmers, because in case you were wondering how it is that you make a fully automatic wheat farm, slavery. It's slavery. Minecraft is very honest to the real world in its representation of how things work, and if you want a wheat farm, if you want a farm that's going to produce goods for you, and you never have to do any of the work, well, you're just talking about slavery. And capitalism in general. But I already said slavery, so that sort of covered the whole gambit there, didn't it? When I said the slavery part, that capitalism was implied. Now, I don't remember, is there a reason why I need this to be like that? Because I really liked this design, but I feel like there was a reason why I couldn't. No, I think you can do this. It's very dark, and this wood is very dark, too, to be doing this with. Yeah, like so. Knock you back out. And then throw a gate on there. And working in the wee hours of the morning. It's a good way to test whether or not our efforts to safetify this location majigger have been effective. Be working at night. See if anything walks up on me trying to kill me. Oh, okay. I just figured might as well get, replanted, before we get into the real work of the stuff of the work. And then it will, be growing while we're assembling. But we're about to get into it. We're about to go underground and really, you go there, and really start attacking the fully automatic wheat farm. However, there are some things, I think there are some things up here that I could do. So, if we're going to have farmers here working, right, and we are, if we're going to have slaves, then they need compost things to tell them that they're farmers. So, that's slabs. And you need 8 per thing, so 18 would be 8 and then 8 and then 24. Does that cover my need for composts? Compost and composters? There they are. Yep, 3. You know, I actually probably already had some. That should be the last that I need of slabs. So composter, 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 and we will need to lure our, farmers in here. But then there is another issue that arises that you need to handle, and that issue is that you don't want your farmers actually composting. Okay, this is a fully automatic wheat farm. We've got to keep them stocked with seeds and with a certain amount of wheat, which will be interesting when we come to it to discuss like how a villager's inventory works. What are you here for, Pawn? I'm here for trapdoors. I will need 18 trapdoors. Do I have 18 of some other type of trapdoor? There have been occasions where we made just way too many trapdoors, and I think we've actually just used through most of them. Alright, well, it's going to be... I think I want it to be spruce. Because they're solid. They're more solid. We'll go, like, over here or something. Make a little room for me. I would love, get down tonight. Get down tonight. Actually, you should probably just take that. You, convert you to wood. Grab the rest of that. And then trapdoors. I said I need 18. Oh, they come in 2s. I thought it was 3s. Okay. I don't need to be carrying spruce planks otherwise. I could use to have more dark oak, if that's what we're using. Okay. Back to it, and we'll what the hell, we'll work in the daytime. On the fully automatic, most expensive wheat farm in Minecraft. Imagine. All the people having sex with your mom. Ooh. So we need to keep these guys from accessing the composters, because we don't want them putting their seeds or their wheat, if they have excess wheat. We don't want them putting anything into the composters. We just want them to be able to access them in order to claim a job, as this individual has. My first, not a slave, unless you've been talking to the union, in which case, and I'd also like this is just decorative, purely decorative to have them here. That's why I wanted 6 for each of these. You may think that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Purely decorative there. Sir, would you like to come into the farm? What if you entered the farm? Yeah, you can't get into that one. That's not really the farm for you. There's another farm for you. There's this other farm for you, see? Yeah, it's over here. And just bring you to the precipice, anyway, of your new permanent home. Did I say permanent? I meant permanent. And now, you go in, but they don't come out. Roaches go in, but they don't come out. Alright, so that's one farmer. We need 2 more. If they ever find their way... Well, this would have to be accessible for someone to find their way to the one in the back, so I will open that up. Yeah, and then we'll just wait. Also, I need jobless villagers. Hey, you're a lazy layabout who does nothing and expects the state to pay for your... Just like the DHHS talks to you. when you're a disabled person. Yeah, hey. What if you came over there? There are enough people around. Maybe. Have you guys had a kid yet? You haven't? Well, then I'm gonna open this back up. I'm gonna open that back up. You keep making babies for me, because I need employees. Unpaid. I pay them with, you know, just a place to live and a meal, which is just capitalism. There's nothing weird about that. Are we going underground now? We could. We could, and we shall. No. No? No. But, nah. I'm gonna go get another thing that I remembered I needed, which is iron... whatever they are. Bars, that's right. What can I not be carrying? And those, probably. And then iron bars, I need 1, 2... It's really an aesthetic thing. So you go up there, and then there's one of those, and then 1, 2... I think it's just 2, actually. And then having a light is also something that's required. It doesn't have to be a copper bulb, just a light-emitting block. And I think I actually do prefer a glowstone for this. Oh shoot, what else do I put? Well, I don't need these anymore. Yeah. And I don't need 2. I think I do prefer a glowstone over a pumpkin. I was thinking, you know, it's a crop kind of thing, but it's not that. That ain't the crop. So, yeah. It would be misleading. The reason why we need this is I'm gonna yank this out, okay? And then I'm gonna put another one of these down. Oh, okay, these are different colors. Go ahead and pair up the colors. And then we'll put one of you for a source of light, prevent spawning, and also just be able to see in here. And then I need... no. Then we go up with the iron bars. Huh? Wow, this is going to be a tough one. Damn it. Yep. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. Okay, I walk out, I get really close. Oh no, I can just, from here... There we go. Now this will be the really tough one, because now it's a lightning rod on top. Gotta get the exact height at the peak of the jump. Okay, so that needs to be, if you're... So, lightning, if it strikes villagers, will turn them into witches. So this is the height, unless I've gotten it wrong, at which when the lightning strikes it won't turn them into witches. And in fact, I'm saying that, and I feel like I should be perfectly and 1000% certain, so that I don't have to have, so that it works. So let's go over to my world tests, where I first designed the system, and see that we go up, light source, 1, 2, and then copper. Yes. That's... And this is what the farm will end up looking like, except different, because it's not this farm. And this is what the guts look like. I made exclusively the guts, so that I could reference those, too. But as you'll find in these numbers, after there's a brief burn-in time, the rate at which you will be getting wheat out of this automatic farm is about 81 per hour, aka 9 hay bales. 81 wheat per hour, 9 hay bales, and our system, of course, is going to automatically convert it into hay bales and deliver it into this here chest. And you'll see what that looks like when we, you know, have made it in our world here. For the turnips. But okay, it's time to go underground. It's time to go underground. We've got that at the right place, so now if lightning does strike, it won't turn our villagers into witches. How is that going to work? I might want to rotate this so that the entrance is on this side. Yeah, I think I do, because this is going to be a problem. Yeah, I gotta, lock my totally free to do whatever they want employee back into their cubicle. Their cubicle here before they take a vacation. Before they and then I'm just going to move all this stuff to one side. You can't escape, right? So when I take this and you don't have a job, you'll just go find another job. It's good. This is going to be where the entrance is. So actually, this then will go over here. Composter on that side, and you'll also need all the shade stuff. I haven't ripped it down yet. You need to come with me. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. When's the last time you watched RoboCop? Why aren't you doing yourself the favor of watching it on a regular basis? I haven't seen it in years. Shoot. Now I don't have a way in, of course. I didn't consider that, did you? I considered it, just not... I didn't think long about it. Okay, so, again, for the aesthetic design. Yep. And then... so if that's going to be the door, then this is where we need to be putting in the blockers, the shade. This is the shade for my well-appreciated and fully health-cared and insured employees. That's the story I'm going with. And I will thank you to keep your mouth shut about whatever you see here. Alright, let's go back up there. That's all good and ready to go. And now when we go underground, this is going to work out a lot better. I should just bring ladders. I should take the advice of a very wise man named Dramasian, who has constantly advised me when I need to get up and down places to use sticks arranged in a certain pattern. Yeah, they'd be here if I had any. I don't have any. Okay. Well, the spruce fence goes back there. Am I out of wood? You got wood. Right. I'll end up with more dirt, so it's no use, actually. It's no use. Throwing the dirt away. Give me a couple more sticks, I think, and then ladders. Wait, no, it was right there. 3? I don't know how many I'll need. Maybe it'll be 3. Maybe we'll get lucky and it's just 3. Why don't you get a job? There's many jobs over here. No, see, that's all you gotta say, and then the lurkers, they lurk off. You got better places to be, where labor isn't. Okay, so we're going underground. I didn't do that. You didn't know nothing. So this is flat with, yeah, this is where our hoppers need to go. And from this line, if that's where that is, then the farm train starts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Am I under? You just won't let me back up. Okay, thank you. I get it. I don't want it, but I do get it. That was not part of the plan. Why was I couldn't stand up, but there was only one gap with the... I hate the fucking water system. Oh, do I hate to... Have I mentioned it? There we go. So from the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, what was that? What did I just encounter? This is our underground area. This is our underground area, which means that we're entering the spawning radius. It could be problematic. Could be. I need droppers. I need droppers. And you're in my way. At least for now, we'll do that. So I forgot that I needed droppers. And I have none. Okay. So then cobble. How many droppers do I need? You're gonna need some droppers. Make as many as you can make. Okay, maybe not as many as you can make, but you know. You can make some. As many as you can make. Oh, okay. I don't need to be carrying wheat seeds. I don't need to be carrying nether quartz. Quartz goes back here. Wheat seeds goes there because I can't be asked. The droppers are needed because they will block this water flow. Because of the direction that this needs to be put in, actually, I need to be able to get up there. And then do that. Yes. And now I'm stuck. Yeah, Vampire's Touch will break that. That's fine. And then we put it back in. Ding. 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 Put it back up. Look underground. And we're going to need to go lower than this, but I'm very concerned now about our proximity to this area, to this shit. This doesn't necessarily need... I can modify this so that we don't need to be in this space except with the hoppers. So this doesn't have to be a problem for us. So from where you are, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the edge of things. And let's go ahead and just fill that back in so that's obvious. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Is that right? Throw some light on it. So you can goddamn see what you're goddamn doing. Yeah. I can make this work. I can make it work. So from here, I do need to be able to place the hoppers, though. Before I can make it work, I need the hoppers to be a thing we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just dig like a crazy man. Shake what your mama gave you. You're up, and so this starts here. Perfect. Wow, I made that corner perfectly. 2, 3, 4. Back over here. I think that's correct. Yep. Okay. And this also. Iron Farm's still working. It's not spawning anything over here where we've created the potential for spawning, so maybe it's not a problem. Could be out of the height range. Or we could just be getting lucky. ahead and put you there. And yeah, the floor will need to drop a bit more here. So, for the big automatic wheat farm, you gotta dig yourself a little bit of a hole underneath your farm. And then you just put up a little, cheap, doesn't cost that much, 90 hoppers. No big deal. This is all cobble. I'm making cobble. It's okay, I can make stone whenever I want to. And then you get these guys. I'm not gonna be able to pick up. I don't care. We don't need them. We don't need them. We've never needed them. We continue to not need them. Go ahead and backfill. There, at least. And for now. So 4 in the center. 4, same rules as the crops above. 4. Right there. And 4. Okay. Now I suppose I could put in the dropper column. In theory. There you go. It might have to come down one more, I'm not entirely sure, but what I am entirely sure of is that your first row that you want to put down in this time, hang the light there, it's very dark in here, all over the place. The first row that you want to throw down for this thing is just next to this. On one side or the other, you want to throw a row of hoppers down that are going this direction. No. They need to be going this direction. They need to be going into one another. This is going to be your master, collection line. Everything else is going to feed into this. Okay. That's your main collection line. And then, on every side, you want to feed into that line. So that every single scrap of ground that is farmland above will have a hopper underneath it that can hoover up anything that falls onto that ground and send it back to the main line. From this side of things, same thing for all of the lines, okay? In fact, what? No, I'm trying to get you to into each other. Please. Please. Same thing. Except for obviously this one in the middle. And then you can, it doesn't really matter how you resolve this problem, but for me, I went like this, and then this, and this, just so that you're balancing out how the lines get, extra things are going to be pumped into one of those two lines. Well, let's have it be even. Let's have it be even. Let's be anal retentive about it. Yeah, that iron system, still working. That iron farm is definitely not usually this close to the sounds of their torturous deaths. Not for this long. I like it. No. Make sure that you're getting the hoppers plugged in the right direction. You don't want one of these lines that's not actually functioning. And let's just have a look at that. And with the torch in our hands, everything flowing in the correct direction here. Sure looks like it. Nothing just pointing straight down. And then over here as well. Sure looks good to me. And so everything now feeds into this central line right here. It's not the sense, the one right of the central line here, and it is all carried to there. Excellent. That's the beginning of this system. Now what? Now we should probably go back to the other world and look into what now. To make sure that I'm putting everything in the right spot. I'm going to cut this away. I need a little bit more room here. for some of our redstonery that we're going to do. And I'm pretty sure this is actually going to end up being droppers as well, right there, where our ladder is. It's going to be built on a dropper elevator. Hey, guy. Cool, we got another farmer. I just gotta, like, trap him in there. Oh, I don't want him coming down here. That would be a good reason to get those ladders back in the way. I'm pretty sure that blocks them from... Well, might not, but... 1, 2, 3... And actually... If I had a trap door, I'd use a trap door and put it up there, but alright. Just leave you there for now. Yeah, I need those trapdoors, actually. I don't want these farmers falling in and making a permanent home down there, so let's avoid the problem before it occurs. You've got one extra of the type in the factory. I'll get it from the factory. Don't fall in that hole. There it is. I told him not to fall in the hole. Surely he listened. There we go. You're not down here, right? Good. However, you could go ahead and join us in the happy, fun work camp. It's camp. That's what it is. Come to me. Come to me. I'm clicking the hell out of you. There you go. It's a fun summer camp of work. Look, everybody wants to work. Do you want to work? Hmm? Yeah, let's all work. Check us out working. Let's all go get a job. You're going the wrong way. That's a job that's actually already taken. There is a job back. Oh. The opening has been filled, actually. Thank you for your application. We will keep it on file. You, sir. You, sir. You. Come here. Come here. Come here. There we go. Let's get all three of these guys into their new... the place where they enjoy themselves for the rest of their lives. Okay, I'm gonna just open. I'm gonna break. And then you're gonna go inside. That's your pathing. I love it. Good work. There's 4 of you in here. How did you get in, and why are you in here, and how did you get in here? And why are you in here? And how did you get in here? And why are you in here? Okay. It's fine. I'm just checking to see that there's no way for them to get in, for things to crawl up, climb up, get in there. I don't know how you got in or when you slipped in, how you managed to not have a job. But, you know, congratulations, who fucking Deanie. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Alright, back down into the hole. The hole might be... Let's go check. Like, the relation of each thing to each thing. Save time, I've already designed it. I can just reference my plans. So for this one, yes, dead in the middle, and then that's right there. That's good, so that's what we've already done. And then you go up, and it's 1, 2, 3, and then there's the auto crafter. And then for this, it's 1, 2, 3, and the line that's at the bottom of that. I think I've done all of the things correctly. We might have to go down one more. Yeah, we're on our way. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I've done everything right so far. So coming down from here, it's 1, 2, 3. And then the auto crafter is right here. It's one thing that I can get out of my inventory. I've been carrying around. Auto crafter needs to point up. Just like that. And then 1, 2, 3. And we need to be piping this across also with hoppers. But how does this... So you go into there. And then the idea is that we do an auto sorter. We do one auto sorter. I'm just going to put some stuff here. And yeah, goes like that. Let's put down something nice. Like granite. I'll just stick with the granite there. So we're going to do an auto sorter. We're going to have one hopper pointed that way. I believe we end up with another piece of granite there before we're done. And then this is also going to have to come out. I feel like yeah, that's supposed to be not so dark here. No, that's probably put you there though. Yep. Dig that out. Dig right through. Dirt. That's not dirt. That's dirt. Okay, so the auto sorter. First we'll assemble the auto sorter. We're going to need redstone comparator coming out of there, detecting what's in that guy. We're going to carry a redstone signal across here, and this is an overflow protected sorter. Doesn't have to. It's not virtuous because of that, but because of how it interacts with the auto crafter, it works out better this way. So I believe we have to do that as well. And then the redstone's gone again. Where's the redstone? I don't need you on my inventory. I don't need you picking up crap. So you come down and go down like that. So 1, 2, and then down by 1. And then now that that's there, we want to suck that signal out of that guy. Lay our lips on that guy and suck that signal out of there. Pump it into this block here. Ooh, yeah, you gotta walk around, I guess. Tight quarters. So signal's being sucked and pumped. And then what we want is that to be open. And redstone torch here. And that's an auto sorter. We need to put the right kind of thing in here. Let's go ahead and, like, what's unlikely to ever fall in here that I happen to have in my inventory right this second? These pieces of iron. So we block all of the other slots with iron, and then we're going to need 40-some wheat to eventually end up in here, which we will put in there when it is time. Meanwhile, the rest of this has been set up this way because it facilitates the function of the auto crafter. And I guess I'm still using granite to fill holes down here. And the way this works is we take a signal out of the auto crafter itself to see if there's enough stuff in there, and we take a signal out of this. We do a subtraction. That's clicking that once puts it into subtraction mode. We pull the signal out, and then I believe we go underground so that we're not pumping that signal back into the side of that guy, and we're just pumping it right into this block right there, which will invert the signal of that guy, and then more torches carry that signal up so that it powers our dropper elevator. And that's kind of the main of the electronics there. but I did miscalculate on how many... Oh. 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 How the hell do I get out of here? Yeah. I said we might have to lock this, and we do. Okay. So we'll just backfill that area. It's fine. It's probably fine. It could be fine. I miscalculated how many comparators we need. We need one more comparator in order to make this dropper elevator function. Can I pick that stuff up now? I can't. But is this just ready to work? I think that's just ready to work. And look, we've already got wheat falling in, which is a shock to me. That is a shock to me. Boy, what a shock to me. It's because you're in the wrong orientation. Is that right? It seems like that would be the right. It could be right that that's the right. Okay, so you just fell through and would end up in here? Ah, you're in here. Confused right here because there's supposed to be, there needs to be a line of hoppers. Just gonna dig this area out a little bit more so I feel more comfortable in this space. There must be a line of hoppers that goes back to here. Obviously. And yeah, I believe that's like that, and so we pump like there, and then does it come out like that? And then like that? That's the overflow. Anything that doesn't, you know, get accepted by the item hopper gets pushed through the overflow and ends up down here with, like, this cobblestone just did. Yeah, okay. So now we just need the redstone componentry for this, and all that I don't have that I need, because I've got the redstone repeater. I think the only thing that I don't have that I need is the comparator to draw the signal out of the bottom hopper there. So, give me you guys. I got stone, I got cobble. The cobble away. Grab a little stone, make a little love, get down tonight. Ooh, get down tonight. Ooh. I'm gonna need 3 more. Oh, am I out of redstone? I'm out of redstone. Well, then wake the fuck up! And sell me some redstone, novice. Or apprentice. You too, master. Letting him sleep at night. It's not how we do things around here. And then... Oh, it was sticks that I didn't have? Did I have redstone on me? What the fuck do I not have that I fucking need? What the fuck? Fuckity fuck fuck. There we go, there's the wood. Ding ding ding. 3 of you guys. Go on the floor. 1 comparator. Okay. We might need like a target or something that I'm not thinking of, but we'll figure that out once we get the basics in place. I forget exactly how I set up this dropper elevator tick clock. Clock tick. Tickety clockety. Tickety clockety. Easter's on its way. I think I'll build it like in this direction. I didn't do this way last time, but it'll pack all the electronics in closer together. Is this not the way that I did this last time? I don't think it's the way that you did it last time. Okay. So, conventionally speaking, you do this. And then you bring this around. And if I go past, there's a problem with just hitting that. Oh no, it's got to go past that, actually. It's got to go past that, because then that's what makes it tick. And then in order to get it in there, we just... In fact, I think we want to hit that one. And I think we just do this. And then we have to end up doing this to block the redstone path. Do I have granite? No, I used all the granite over there. Okay. So this just detects that there's anything in the dropper. If there is, it puts a signal out. The fact that it passes by itself turns the signal back off, so it'll just continuously tick so long as there's anything in there. And by blocking the redstone so it doesn't creep up here, we control the way that the redstone enters, and it hits in the middle, and that draws from the bottom, as well as ticks the one at the top, so anything that we put in here will just go up. For example, it all went up, except for the thing that didn't go up, but it works. Maybe there's always one thing stuck in this. Let's just make sure of that. Go ahead and 15 cobble. There's always one in the middle. But there you go. So anything that's in there gets pushed up. And that completes the system. Except for that we need to prime it. With wheat down here so that the, yeah, give me all that. With wheat down here so that the auto sorter works. Oh, there's that too, I almost forgot. So the auto sorter functions based on you. Get that out of there. 32. It's actually like 41 that we need. 41, and anything past 41 will drop through, fall into the crafter. Apparently already 2 things that fall into the crafter. Let's just do that again. 3. Now there's 3. Now the crafter needs to fire only when we've got 9 things in there, which is why this hopper is here and we're taking a signal out of it, because that allows us to control when it's going to fire. Under what condition. If it has 3 things in it or 9 things in it, we want it to fire when it has 9 things in it. And the cheapest way to get to that is to use filled water bottles. Wow, my inventory is full. Let me just drop this dirt off in the chest room. Why am I walking slowly? Because you're hungry, boy. Drop the dirt off. Back upstairs. 3 filled water bottles. So bing, bing, bang. And I still won't have enough space for it. Is there anything that can restack? Or this iron. Go over there. Three filled water bottles, and then we'll need some crap material as well. Which could be anything. Then it'd be cool if it was something that that is unlikely to ever find its way there, like some basalt or something. I'll need... It's either 13 or 14. I'm gonna grab 14. Why is your wheat split? Oh, thank you. It's because part of that went into something else. And welcome in, Kenneth. So I've got the 3 of those, I got the 14 of those. I was just going to throw this cobble away. Alright, this should get us functioning on our fully automatic, most expensive wheat farm in the world. I do need a chest for that, but... So, last thing goes in here. 3 water bottles. We're using water bottles because they are a non-stacking object, which means they are equivalent to a 64 stack, a full stack. And that's just the, you know, cheapest way to get up to 3 full stacks. Plus, we need 14, I think it is, that's in here. And just to confirm that, we get to 8, nothing happens. When we get to there, we compress and we make ourselves a hay bale. And that gets fired up. Hey, there's a wheat seed in there. Okay, that's probably from when it was piped in there before. No, it should have fallen down. I don't know how a wheat seed got in there. There's another wheat seed in there. Okay. Okay, so now, what should happen over time? I'm just going to throw these... I mean, here's what we've got here with this system. If I get on top, and I just throw this on the ground, they just disappear into the earth. And then, they get pumped back up here, is the idea. All of our wheat seeds should be popping up here, that I just threw down there. And then the farmers can pick the wheat seeds up, fill their inventory with them, and be able to replant using these wheat seeds. So that's how we'll keep the farmer going. I don't know how we ended up with this getting broken. I know that this guy shouldn't be here. You're not a farmer. But you were the problem. I walked all of these... What the hell happened here? Are you able to get out somehow? How did you get out somehow? What is going on? I will recapture you. You're not supposed to be here. Oh God, you're a major problem because you've been doing beetroot. You have to die. And this guy's watching, and then all the other farmers will hate me. I don't really care if the other farmers hate me, honestly. But you need to die. You watch this. You don't care. Oh, he does care. He does care. He doesn't care? He just doesn't care. That guy doesn't care. That's you feed them iron, and they're like, hey, I know who my boss is. You damn right, buddy. All right. So now that he's gone, that means the other guy in here, who wasn't a farmer, is now a farmer. And what I want to do in order to prime this system is it's very important that these guys have inventories that have at least 16 wheat in them. Like, we can either wait for them to, you know, farm and build it up themselves, or I can throw some wheat on the ground in a place where it doesn't get hoovered up. And hope that the right guy came over to get it, because I think it's actually this guy who needed it. Can I throw it on the edge and it won't get hoovered? Yeah. So the way that wheat works with farmers... Oh, he can't pick it up. He walked right past it and didn't pick any of it up. So not there. Well then. Yep. If I share enough wheat with them, they will actually exchange it amongst themselves. It just means that I'm going to get my own wheat back for a minute here. It's fine. Go ahead and pick some wheat up. Pick it up, boys. So the way this works is once any farmer has 32 wheat in their inventory, they will share half of it with another farmer. They will throw it to them. 16 to 16 is how that works. So these guys are going to farm, mostly filling their own pockets because the hoppers that are under the farm here won't actually collect them in time. So mostly they'll fill their own pockets with wheat, but once they're at a certain level, every day, once a day, they will throw 16 wheat to the person standing next to them, and then that will get hoovered up. And that will enter our system, and it will be turned into hay bales. And if you want to supercharge this system, make it go a little bit faster, especially at the beginning, what you can do is you can give these guys some bone meal. Because they will use the bone meal to grow the farm. If they've got the bone meal, they'll use the bone meal. They'll even like share the bone meal with one another. And a good way of actually distributing this is to, just go ahead and chuck it in there. Because it just got hoovered up, and now what we should see in a moment is just a whole bunch of bone meal popping out of the center. And now whenever they want some bone meal, they walk over and they grab some bone meal and they fill their inventories up. Each villager does have a certain number of slots. I think it's like 5 slots or something of inventory space, so they can carry seeds and wheat and bone meal. And those should be the only things that they ever get in their pockets being trapped in here. The fact that we've put a lightning rod on this facility means that if lightning strikes and tries to turn them into witches, it won't harm them. It's at the correct height so that it's too far above them to actually, fix it. So that means we don't have to have a roof on this. Otherwise, we would need to have a roof on this. These are the little tweaks that I made to a system that I found on YouTube, including, of course, my whole, auto crafting into hay bales system. Because, that's... You recognize that. I always do that. I always auto-craft stuff. Last thing that we need here is another chest. Do I have chests in a chest? I feel like I've got chest in a chest over here, maybe. Over here, maybe. Over here, over here, maybe. No, give me that spruce sign anyway. As that goes over there. Do I have wood for a chest? I do. Okay, and the absolute last finishing touch that we put onto this automatic wheat farm. Yeah, one of them came up. And there will always be, with this particular elevator, there will always be one in here. So, we're crafting down here, we're pushing one. There's none in any of the other ones, though. There's definitely none in any of the other there's more in the dropper. I didn't... Is that really? There's none in that one. There's some in that one. Is this how I did this on the last one? Because I don't remember there being anything there. There's not... Yeah. The top one has... But there shouldn't really be one in there. Maybe it moves out after you tick it the next time or something. In fact, here. No? I gotta go look at my other system, because that's an anomaly. It doesn't really matter. But that is an anomaly from what I expect to see in this system. This column is here. And there's nothing in there, right? There's nothing in there, but there's always one in here, and there's that. And we've gone... Yep, signal goes out, goes under, here, and then there, and then there, and then up. So I don't know how we ended up with one in there. Maybe I just have to take it out, and then it won't be a problem anymore or something, but yeah. This is over here at the actual test guy. You'll see... Oh, that's right! Having a chest here saves you 1 hopper, so I'm going to do that again. It saves you 5 iron and 1 hopper that you can use somewhere else, so I'm going to do that. But yeah, this is, now you can see where I've done the same thing over here in testing that we've just done, except I had it go out the back on this one. Okay. I don't see any reason why there should be one getting stuck in that one hopper, so I'm just going to grab it out of there. And then one more. Yep, jumped right past that one. Went up. There's nothing like here, is there? Yeah, okay. Okay, and the only thing that I will do, or would like to do, is swap that out for a chest. Excuse me, I'm having some throatness right now. You, replace you with a chest, and so you just kick the hopper up into the middle of the farm here. There we go, I got the hopper, and now I'm out, and it's all up to you guys now. Thank you, Jay. Jay Envy? Turning green, Jay. So now it's just up to these guys, and the numbers that I figured out is that if you are not sleeping through the nights, which we are going to do right now, if you're letting full Minecraft 20-minute days go by, then you'll be getting, I think it's, 81 wheat or 9 hay bales per hour with this fully automatic wheat system, this incredibly expensive whole bunch of hoppers, fully automatic wheat system. However, if, you were sleeping through, every 10-minute day kind of thing, every moment that you could, then you could increase how much you get out of the day by doubling it, more or less. But this should work now. I put 2 of these in here. There's already 4 more. And every day, these guys will go through a little cycle. A little cycle that the villagers go through. Right now they're in, I think it's called wandering mode. Seems like a lot of work to make all those targets for your kelp farm. Well, we're not doing the targets for the kelp farm, but the fact that we didn't have targets for the kelp farm made me think about doing this. I wanted to have an automatic farm, so that's how we got here. It's again a thing that I've done mainly just to do it. But yeah, these guys are in wandering mode. They can't wander because they're not slaves. Definitely not that. They're employees on flex time. And the flex is they're allowed to stay at work as long as they want. But yeah, once we get out of the wandering mode here, we will see them turn their attention to the farm, and because each of them now has bone meal in their pockets, they will raise up the crops that aren't ready, and they will harvest any crops that are ready, and they'll fill their pockets with as much wheat as possible, and then at the end of the day, there's another cycle, another part of the cycle where they, start trading with each other. Here we go. I think they're going to start working now. Are you working? Yeah, it sounds like they're applying bone meal, and somebody just harvested something. At the end of the day is when they'll trade their wheat with one another, and because they're trying to throw the wheat back and forth between one another, and it takes a moment for them to pick it up, our hoppers under their feet will hoover all that up and push it into our system. So sometime, and all of the seeds that get dropped onto the ground while they're harvesting also get pushed through our system and get pushed into this elevator and thrown right back up there so that they can put the seeds right back into their pockets. The reason that this works, one of the big reasons it works anyway, is because we have blocked it so that they can't get to their composters. Putting these 3 trapdoors in front of the composters means that they can't reach them to throw their excess wheat in to make more bone meal, nor can they do that with their seeds. So their inventories stay full until the end of the day, and then they trade it off, and then we collect the wheat that they drop on the ground. And that's how that works. And this is the only way that I can find that you can actually have an automatic wheat farm. You can make a much simpler automatic potato farm, beet farm, or carrot farm, and you can even make a much simpler automatic bread farm using a design that's very similar to this, but instead it just has one farmer in there instead of 3, and it has like one dude out here who has no job, who's just a hungry villager, and every day the wheat farmer will come here and throw however much bread he's been able to make over to the guy who's sitting here, and if you've got a hopper set up between them, then you can catch it before it gets to him, and in that way collect free bread, or just an infinite amount of bread that's always being produced automatically. But if you want to get wheat itself, I think you actually have to spend the 90 hoppers it takes to do it this way. And that, friends, is the most expensive wheat farm. Ta-da. That's not supposed to be there. And this is just going to be our beet farm here. Yep. Cool. So, we have come to a point where we could have a live stream break, and then we could convert, like, the beet farm. We could make the beet farm into an automatic farm, fully automatic beet producing farm. Based off of that description that I just gave of how you do that. With the one unemployed villager who's hungry. I mean, he doesn't have to be unemployed. But, yeah. One hungry villager system. I think we take a live stream break, even though a portion of this live stream was interrupted by a call from Department of Health and Human Services. And when we come back, we make the other type of automatic farm. I don't feel that it's necessary to do an automatic farm for either potatoes or carrots, because you just get so much from one harvest that and they don't compress or anything. But it does make sense to do beets, even though there's not much use for beets. We've got poppies for red dye. Beets come in so slowly, and you get so few of them, that I can get behind the idea of making an automatic beet farm just so that you'll actually end up with a chest full of beets, which I would never end up with if I were harvesting it myself. Just check in on the shepherds and the sheep, by the way. You're selling white, you're black and brown, you're the sharpness 5 guy who's apparently gotten very, very lost. You work, like, over there in the library, sir. I made you a beautiful place, and it isn't this. This isn't it. I feel like you are lost, and I'm gonna take the time to row you. Oh my god, you can't get... you can't get up over paths? That's... okay. I had no idea. Wow, alright. I'm gonna need you to step out here, sir. And then just back into the boat, if you don't mind. Back into the boat. Back into the boat. Okay. Let's get you back home. Thank you for your service. This is the guy, the Smite 5 guy is the guy who ended up in my tower and I had to kick him out. This is why I think I need to, like, pull him back over here. I might need to break the... workstation that has been taken by some Yahoo, some jackass. Your Silk Touch. Your Smite 5. Your Fortune 3. Oh god, the jackasses are leaving for the day. Now I won't know which of these... Oh, god. You're screwing me over here. I don't know which one I'm supposed to... I'll break them all. I will break them all. Everybody with a job will come back, and everybody who doesn't have a job will do whatever they do. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then head of the room, middle of the room, and then break the boat. There you go. There you go. Welcome back to the pack. There, librarian. And now it's time for a live stream break. Let's just note how many hay bales we've got showing. 5 hay bales showing right now. There's a 6th in the, dropper that's underneath there. But 5 showing. We're going to go away for a 7-minute live stream break. And, we'll probably won't get any more because this is the end of the day. They probably already threw their hay on the ground. Unless I can sleep through one day. Maybe I hang out for another couple of minutes in order to, sleep through the day. Because we're actually a couple of minutes before the usual turn of the live stream. And also I can plan for this. I can plan for what this is going to look like. Which will require more wood. I'll make it exactly the way that this one is. And it's actually pretty cool that they share sides like that. Yeah. Let's grab the wood. Dark oak. That's what we used before.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Dark oak planks to surround. We'll also need dark oak fences, so I'll probably just need a little bit more dark oak than I've picked up. Many sticks. That's not enough sticks. How many does that give? That's a lot of... That's okay. How many does it... Is 9 on each side plus 1 in the corner is 10, like 11 on each side, so like 33. Because we're sharing a wall with it, 33. And then let's just have some extras. Yeah, that should be fine. And then I'll just turn the rest of you into sticks. And then we'll sleep. Really? Go the fuck down! There we go. And now we'll have ourselves this live stream break. 7 minutes. I'm going to play some music. I'll roll in ads so that newcomers to the stream don't have to watch ads. And when we come back, we will see how much more wheat we have. We started with 5 hay bales. Have been made by our fully automatic wheat farm so far. We shall see how much we make during the break. Quick peek in on the city of Detroit, middle of the day. It's covered in a nice white fine dusting of snow. Doesn't look like anything too heavy there. The Canadian border is being heavily protected to make sure that no Americans escape to a land with health care and significantly less gun crime. And then, yes, the birds are indeed still shitting on that balcony. Good. I'm keeping an eye on all of the important matters taking place in the city of Detroit. We'll be back in 7 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Pawn not out. Hello, I am the Ronin Pawn, and welcome back to a twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn live stream on twitch.tv/Ronin Pawn. We're in Minecraft today. I promise you, it's not just a black screen that we're staring at. We're actually in Minecraft. This time I'm going to pay close attention to make sure that we actually hook into There you go. Good job this time, OBS. We're in Minecraft, and we've just gotten done building the most expensive wheat farm, which is a fully automatic wheat farm. Yeah, good luck getting in there, huh? You like my lock? Keep you people out. This is the most expensive fully automatic wheat farm. 3 farmers doing whatever it is they do for a living. I guess farming. It was given away right there in the name. I was confused. Pull these flowers up. We're up to 7 hay bales. We had 5 hay bales before the live stream break. Now we've got 7. And those 7 are actually 8. There's always one that's still stuck in here. At least I think so. If I were to take that one out, I'm pretty sure you always get one that just hangs out in there anyway. But this is the system. As you can see, there's a whole hopper network underneath every square inch of this farm field. It is all being piped in to this one line that is next to the center that heads off this way and delivers it all into what is a mixture of an item sorter and an auto crafter. Here's your item sorter. It's the overflow protected style of item sorter, and it's been combined with an auto crafter system where we can control how many things need to be in the crafter before it gets pulsed. And the auto crafter has also been combined with a dropper elevator in order to push the goods that have been manufactured up into the chest that's on the surface there. Meanwhile, anything that isn't wheat, that doesn't get sorted, pulled out by the auto sorter here, just gets pushed through into this center column of dropper elevator, which then, if there's anything in here, it gets continuously ticked, pumping all of it out into the middle of the farm through the watering hole of the farm right here, and that allows for things like seeds, and if I throw any bone meal in here, it'll all end up right here where these farmers can walk past it and suck it into their pockets, and, keep doing their thing and keep making us free wheat. So, we're gonna see, we've had the system fully online. I mean, let's just count from, the live stream break, which was about at the 2-hour mark. At 2 hours, we had 5 hay bales, which, is 45 wheat. By the end of there, we'd have, we got 2 full more bales. That's 18 more across like a 10-minute period.
In 3,
it's pretty
2,
efficient.
1, fire!
Firing the arrival of Dramacian. Welcome in, Dramacian. So now that we've made the most expensive farm ever, 700 and some wood just to make the chests that go into the hoppers, and then of course the 450 iron that goes into the hoppers, we're going to make a much less expensive beet farm. I think this will work for beet. I've never tried it, but I don't see why it wouldn't. Oh, I guess I didn't need to make all of the fences that I made before the live stream break, did I? I'm going to make a much simpler wheat farm that is going to be beetroot farm that is also going to be fully automatic. And we won't need this stuff anymore either. Inventory full again? Yep. Drop you off there. Drop you off there. And I do need dirt. I've done so much terrain shaping around. I could get dirt out of the factory. I love that we have a factory and a barn. How about an auto golden carrot farm? If I could come up with automatic gold, that is a big ask to, you know, do something that usually I think the solution for automatic gold. What am I here for? Dirt. The solution for automatic gold, I think we just need 2, is with piglins, with zombie piglins in the nether. And that is a dangerous proposition, and I think it works a lot better in a I need 3 skybox type scenario than it does in a natural nether. It's a little bit hard to set it up so that it's particularly efficient. Farming piglins, yeah, that's... You could also just, like, set up a, you know, continuous trading system with that kind of... No, that wouldn't get you gold. But can't you do some... No, you can sell golds to clerics. That's right. You can't buy gold. What am I here for? The other piece of dirt. Right. I know. You don't have to tell me. You have to tell me. I didn't know. But yeah, I've decided I don't intend to automate carrots or potatoes, because they're just a waste of space. They don't compress into anything, and you can get them so quickly yourself just by harvesting them. You get so many out that I don't think it's worth the effort. But beets come in very slowly, and so having an automatic beetroot farm is plausible. I think it's plausible anyway. Now I have to remember how to actually make this thing. I believe the way that we do this... So like that, and then like that, and like that. I will need a half slab. I'll just make whatever I can make out of what's in my inventory right now. Hey, there's some half slabs. This is the wrong spot. But so, there's a half slab here, and then I need trapdoors, son of a biscuit. Mother Teresa. I need at least 2, I might need more, so I'm gonna grab, like this whole stack of dark oak trapdoors. And I'm carrying 1 of a number of things that I just don't need in my inventory at all. I'm gonna throw you on the ground, because then I can put the ladders over here. Pick you back up. A whole bunch of crap in my inventory we don't need. I can probably fit you in here, you in here. No more poppies. Oops. Yeah, there's no place in the world for poppies. I'm gonna leave you here to despawn. We got a double chest full of poppies. Alright, I can't think, like, what else do I need for that? You're gonna need that. And then you will need a rail and a hopper minecart hopper minecart. So, a rail. Single rail. Minecart that I can turn into a hopper because I'm carrying all these damn hoppers. Okay. This one's harder to recall from memory because I ruled it out pretty quickly that it didn't work for wheat, which was my main concern. Before we get into the part that I don't remember, though, we can at least easily finish this end of things. Wall it in with fences. Or fence it in with walls, whichever one you prefer. We're gonna need another copper rod, another lightning rod, like we've built there, for this side of things. But we've already got the water in here. I'm going to go ahead and pull both of you up because you're not needed. We will also need another composter. Which means... I'm going to take this out of here because we're going to need more slabs anyway. And... fuck you. Excuse me. In fact, fuck you. Something in my nose. I need to take my allergy medication. Fuck you. You probably go here also. I don't know. But I believe the way that this, like, little trap for our dude goes is... I put that there, flip that up, and then actually, like, there's a thing, and there's a system, and a thing, and there's a thing. But I'm doing the better version. There we go. I think that went into the right place. Yeah, I'm doing the better version so I can skip putting that second guy there. And I think I can just go straight to, we go ahead and we put a rail down here. And then we put our minecart hopper. And then we break the rail. And then dark oak trap door on top. I think that's it. I gotta get the farmer in here, too. Quan, did you forget? I didn't forget. As far as you know, I didn't forget. I need a composter, which I didn't make, even though I... Can I just up and over you, and it's not gonna mess with the minecart? Good. Okay, another composter. Get another farmer. Why do you... Because it's fun. It feels so fun. It's hard to not do it. It's just hard to not do it. Here, it's fine. When we get a farmer in here, they will take care of these holes that I'm leaving everywhere. Oh, the other thing that I kind of figured out... Will this be a problem? I feel like it will. Is that I think you need to do this. You don't want a farmer breaking stuff really close to here unless you want them to be getting you beetroot seeds. And I don't want them to be giving me beetroot seeds, I just want beetroot. And if they're breaking stuff too close to this setup, then some of the beetroot seeds will just pop in there. So, I want them to keep the beetroot seeds in their own damn pockets. Yeah. This is not where this goes, Paul. Why not? 'Cause reasons. You just listen to what I tell you, and do it. Okay, that doesn't go there, because it goes here. Like that. And it blocks the water so that your farmer doesn't end up, like, walking through the little water hole and popping up and breaking their own, ground and stuff like that. And then on top of this, we'll want another lit block. Another full lighting block just to prevent spawning and stuff. Which I believe we have out here. We got the one that I didn't pick up in this guy. Yeah, here's the glowstone for that. I'm just gonna kick this guy out of bed. Thank you. So the idea behind this farm is that you ultimately get a farmer, stuck in here, just farming beetroot, and then you get another guy who's stuck in here, who's hungry, always, and then this farmer is going to continuously, throw the beetroot over to this guy to eat. I don't know if it works for beetroot, because beetroot is Can you feed these guys beetroot? Yes. Yes, go. No, I need you. I need you in there. Yes. Congratulations. Welcome to the crew. All right. I don't know that he can get out. I'm pretty sure he can't get out no matter what I do. But I will, you know, make it so that it's not. No one's thinking about it. There you go. And then the other villager I need to trap in here is a little bit more of a thing. But so you're going to push stuff that way. And then, you know what I usually like to do with this stuff? I like to push it up into a chest. I could just have double chest underground right here that it just pumps into, and then things are a little bit simpler. It's not a double chest though, because you need this to be, yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure how I want it to be. That's a lot of dirt that I just dug unintentionally. Put you here. And I feed you into there. So it comes down, and it could just be pumped into a thing there, but you know how I like things to go up. I like a little elevator that makes the thing happen, so we're going to do a redstone, an unnecessary and excessive redstone system. I don't know why I'm even sitting here thinking about it. You know I'm going to do it. We all know I'm going to do it. Give me another chest. Shimata kuso leo. Orewa, oreta! Okay, that's just a different color of thing. That's why that wasn't there. Okay. Put the, Can I get in there in something? There's no way for me to get in now either. Throw a piece of carpet over or something like that. Just... You can get in. Look, you step up, and then you jump up, and you step over, and you're in. So now... See, this is why we need to block this also, is because he'll do that. So, put that on top. He can still access the hopper. And then we need another lightning rod thing, so I'll have to come back in for that. That's fine. How do I get up and out? Not like that. Definitely not like that. I think I just don't get out, is what they're telling me. I have to get back in. We're going to do the redstone thing, so that means you're going to pump in here. I'm going to have a dropper here that pumps up and into that chest. And that means we will need to do a comparator. And I think I can do like a vertical system this time. We'll see. But so it would be like comparator comes out into... That would come up. That would come up and be not desirable. This being right on the surface is a little bit problematic, because the comparator comes out this way, and then if we juice the signal up, and then we take the signal out, could I push it underground? And then it goes underground, and we suck the signal out from underneath it here, and then we push it through into a torch underneath that. Maybe I could do that. I would like it to be vertical if at all possible. So we need a comparator, a repeater, torch, the huge. Some torches. Still carrying this crap around. Do I need that crap? Maybe I need that crap now. So 5, and then I need another one in case it actually works what I'm thinking in my head. And that turns into a comparator, and a repeater. And now my inventory is full of shit. You can go back in here. That gets the 2 things back anyway. I need another repeater. I will need another repeater. 2 more. More repeater. And then maybe we'll need a target, in which case our automatic wheat farm will come in handy, or our most expensive in the world. So, this comes out of you. Peter. Problem is the signal has to go past it. It has to go past it. Wait, could it go past it on this side? Ah, that would be desirable. Might be able to make this elegant still. So the redstone needs to... so that it will tick like that. Now we just need to actually pump it into here as well. And my thought was, could we go underground with it? And underground I meant this way. Like that. And then we get under you. Pull the signal out, shove it into that block. That's not close enough. It's not close enough. Oh yeah, that's another thing, is you gotta do that if you're gonna do a... Oh, actually, it's not here that you would do that. You would do it up here. So that you don't burn the torch out. But that's not close enough to get it to here. But we are underground. And so... something profit. If I just do like that, and then another torch... that doesn't grab that signal out. I mean, we're underground. You just take the signal over here, pump it in, torch there. There you go. I don't know why we're getting beetroot seeds. I guess maybe he throws beetroot seeds to this guy too, but so it's already working. I wish we weren't getting beetroot seeds. I'm not gonna build a whole, like, return seed system for this, for this guy, this farm. But okay. So now I will cover that over with, like, trapdoors to keep the water out. And we'll be good. Do I have the trapdoors, actually? Yeah, I got a bunch of trapdoors. So I can just bang, 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 bang. Keeps the water out. And we got ourselves a beetroot collection system. I don't want these seeds. See, the reason why there shouldn't be any seeds is because you should be recycling all of your seeds. You should be composting it to get, you know... Look, there. Now there's seeds in there. Go pick up your seeds. I need to get a guy in here. And then the system will be working intentionally as opposed to randomly. So a guy right in there. And then he can't come out because he's gotten into this little half block space, so he can't get up that way. And I just kind of trap him in. And then to protect him, however, from zombies and shite, he might need to be further protected. But he will be a half thing down here, so maybe he doesn't need to be. Yeah, it's possible that'll just work out. How I get this guy in here, a dude in here, is a different sort of a thing. We will have to see. I need an unjobbed man from the village. You people look jobless, and like you don't know what to do with your lives. What if, for the rest of your life, you were standing outside of a beetroot farm, hungry? Ah, it's a noble profession. So many great, hungry beetroot technicians, have come and gone before you. You know? What if you were the guy who was hungry for beetroots? Where are you going? You're helping me. You're getting closer. Oh, you're coming to my house. I don't like you at my house. You know I don't like you at my house. Get in the damn boat. Get in the damn boat. Oh, there's no way to get this. I can't get up now. I can't go up. Up I can't go. Up is a go that I can't. I might be able to. Can you just, like, if I did like this. And then I got in there with you. And then, can't I, like, steer it up? No. Not where you are now. Alright. Listen, friend, I need you on this side of things. Wait. I need you.
Arms for the poor, kind sir.
Yes. Yes, and I'm the poor. Don't mind the skyscraper. That's my cousins. Yes, my cousins. Now, this is a problem. I don't know how. I don't know that it is possible for me to get you into the hole exactly the way I want you into the hole. When I drop you, though, when I drop it like it's hot. No! He just didn't give me the opportunity. Oh, maybe he'll go in on its own. Like, try and talk to the farmer in there. He's really chatty. He loves men who wear brown and are unemployed. Brown wearing guys is what he's into. He probably would sex you up. Probably would sex you up. Where the fuck did my boat go? Did it get hopped in the hopper? I mean, if it did, it would have been pushed up. Where, am I blind? Am I boat blind? I broke my boat. Yeah, I wanna sex you up all night. There it is. Why didn't it fall through? Oh, my redstone torch might be too close and it's stopping that hopper from... We'll solve that in a minute. Where's my brown sex guy? Not you. Hey, you could be a sexy guy, right? Look at how sexy you are, guy. Look at... No. Listen, sex guy. Yes. Sexy sex guy. You know what I could do? Is I could actually, like, make this so that it's, more of a... corralled thing. And then lock you in entirely, then break the boat, and when you go over, I hold you in there somehow permanently. Alright, there you go. I wanna sex you up all night. That won't need to be there once you go into that little spot. Once you actually go into the little half spot. Get into that little half spot. Get in there. There you go. And now this doesn't need to be here anymore. Although for your safety from zombies and stuff, it probably should. Okay. We have fully invested into chattel slavery. we're leveraging the capitalist market. So now we have a hungry, beet-eating motherfucker, who I probably just don't ever want to have to look at, really. Like, you... Seems like it would be safest for you. Last thing I need to do is put another... another lightning rod in place. Make sure I don't end up with witches instead of farmers. So, yep. There it is. And then 2 more iron bars, which are over in the factory. Oh, and then we gotta figure out what I'm doing with the elevator there. Bars. So we should be done with reds. Well, you've got to fix stuff, so you don't know. Yeah, you're right. When shall the proletariat rise up? You have now given them control of the methods of production. They do have many they've got control of the agricultural markets and a lot of scythes and axes and things, which is basically how that happened the first time around. You know, if you've got enough weapons to breach the Bastille, then the Bastille will give you the rest of the weapons you need. This is that, and then it's going to be a problem. It was a problem from the other side. It's still going to be a problem. Can I? Ooh, I never tried like placing with a zoom before. I don't think I think I need to jump for it. Almost. It's close. It's close. Give the blacksmiths each a hammer and farmers each a sickle. You know, with a dispenser, you actually can, like, arm these guys. They're not... You can give them armor, anyway. You won't see that they're wearing the armor. I was just reading up about these guys. In order to be able to make these things, I had to understand. There we go. And you can, like, give them enchanted armor and have, like, villagers walking around who have, like, if you gave them, like, Frostwalker boots, and then whenever a certain villager walks next to water, it just turns everything into ice. I really like that idea. Alright, there's 12 of those in there. And there's 40. Holy shit, this guy has already thrown 40 beetroot to the guy and no seeds. So we just need to solve the proximity to a hopper issue with our redstone torches, which has a very easy solution that I'm sure someone can figure out. It's the easy solution that someone can figure out is a target underneath here that we need to pump the signal up to somehow while staying underground. Let's get the target anyway. This is why you're making them pawn. Yes, it is. I do agree. You know what? I need to have a crafting table on this side of things near my farms. And actually put it here, and that's one less of those that you need. So, target pumps the signal out in all directions when it gets hit. So now we just need to hit it with the redstone signal. Which is actually rather easy. It's rather easy, I think. I feel like, couldn't I just, like, And then... And what if... Like, instead of having this suck the signal out, you just fucking take it down, bring it over. Everyone thanks you. Okay, that is a problem that gets solved by placing dirt there. No, that's not what I thought I was placing. No, that's not. See, now you're just inventing your own shit now. I need you to do what I tell you to do when I do it. Do what I say because I said it. And there we go. Shit falls through, shit gets pumped up. Simple. Just as simple as that. This isn't the way out. You need that block. I don't need that block there. You don't need that block? No, you don't. I mean, I'm gonna have that block there, so, you know. I don't need it there. Do that. Close things back up. And look at that. 52 beetroot this guy's already produced for me. I never knew slavery could be so profitable. I actually did know. I just, you know, have morals. I mean, I had them. I did have them. I don't know why I'm still being so principled about my librarians who are at risk of death constantly because I let them walk around. But, I actually do know why. It's because I like the idea of them walking around. I like the idea of them, you know, going to market and living their lives and all that kind of stuff, and then I dig it. Pink is here. And then rail goes back up. So you go in the factory, you go in the factory. Coal goes upstairs with the rail. I'm going to put the rail over there because the coal goes in there. Lanterns go wherever the hell the lanterns go. Wood here. Dark oak slabs. Stone goes in the factory. You go in the factory, you go in the factory, you go in the factory. Lanterns and the wood. I think, so the wood go here. Not there, though, but down here. Should be like that. And then everything else goes upstairs except for the lanterns. I have a place here where I was keeping lanterns. There's more of them, yeah. Are you angling for a corporate sponsorship? You seem to be promoting Target quite a bit. Went to Target the other day. Not bragging. I like that joke. Target is an awful thing, by the way. Target is the primary representation of yuppie middle-class culture. Hey, let's go to a store where we know that we're paying, like, 80% more than every piece of cheap tat that we're buying is worth. I think it'll be fun, honey. Get in the car, let's bring the kids down to Target! Like, Target is just... It is the representation of everything that is wrong with America. And it's, like, the perfect representation because it's not... like, offensive the way that Walmart is. You know, Walmart and these big box fucking chain stores, and it's like direct from China, you know, direct from people who are being oppressed. You can smell the fucking evil coming out of, you know, from when you're walking around in a Walmart. Target is designed to be a very enjoyable experience for the relatively affluent middle class American. Target is like that. That's what makes it the worst of them all. You know, everybody knows that Walmart is evil, but it's easier to like think okay of Target because they've really tried to make the experience pleasant. Stone goes back over here. Observers. And I guess hoppers. And extra redstone stuff, including the redstone. And look at that! A clean inventory. A clean inventory. And we're ready to go. I think you allow the librarian some small freedom because freedom feeds intellect. That's a good idea. I like that. I'll go with that justification. It's not true, but I'll go with it. So, zombies still can't get over. They could walk up here and be like, "Argh." Although, I could see there being like a problem. I could see this being problematic that a zombie comes up. This one, not so much because the pole is right there. It shouldn't be a problem because of the wall. I've seen these villagers, like, walk to a fucking zombie, like, hey, how you doing? What are you doing up there on the corner? Like, they can... I want to make sure. This seems like it's probably okay. I would like to do something about that crafting table. I want it there. I want it right where it is. I just want to make it so that nothing can walk up on it. Which is easily done with a trapdoor. And maybe I should spread some lanterns around. Not so much for the farm itself. 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we'll have like 6. But just for the surrounding area and for making things look nice. Mitigating spawning, so I'll just put them on the corners. Boom.
Target's origins can be traced back to 1902 when George Draper Dayton, a banker and real estate investor, incorporated Goodfellow Dry Goods in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The store was renamed Dayton's Dry Goods Company in 1903, and then the Dayton Company in 1910. The first Target store opened in Roseville, Minnesota on May 1, 1962. The store was designed as a discount version of Dayton's department stores, and offered a variety of products at affordable prices. The store was an immediate.
It was an immediate. I remember that. It was so fucking immediate, man. I was like, whoa! This is immediate! Yeah, it is a place for people who have expendable resources to go and have a certain in-store experience, and they're paying more than, you know that you're paying more. The store was an immediate hit, and additional locations opened in St. Louis Park, Crystal, and Duluth that same year. You know that you're paying more than makes sense, and it's like, how much is a bag of, like, they've got things like bags of chips at that place now, right? At Target. Like a bag of chips. Hey, you want a bag of chips? Yeah, Lay's bag of chips? What do you think? Like $6 at Target, right? You're like going out of your way to have the experience of being in of being like trapped in a theme park and forced to pay exorbitant rates. I need that. This was my thought. I'll do like that, and then I'll put on the lantern. And then now I actually don't need the dark oak trapdoor, right? Because ain't no zombies gonna be doing this stuff. Should be good there. And otherwise, I have tested all of this to be safe.
Sam Walton opened the first Walmart store in Rogers, Arkansas on July 2, 1962.
It's funny to compare... it's north versus south, so Target is a northern and Walmart is a southern thing. It's funny to just consider how these giant megalo corporations with their supply chains coming out of, oppressed nations and stuff like that, sure as shit started with just like McDonald's started with a couple of guys. We had a good idea for how we could do this food thing better and make it more, and how we could assembly line put the food together and be able to serve a whole bunch of people really quickly, really cheaply, and give them what they need, what they want, and send them on their way. And started out with a good idea, and then, 60 years or so pass, and you're the destroyer of nations. I am become the destroyer of nations. Check me out on TikTok. Hit me up on Snapchat. The social media influencer destroyer of nations. I love it. We're up to 14, and I spent one on the target that we use for this system now, and we're up to 52 beetroot. We now have a fully automatic beetroot and something else farms. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do, just to experiment. I really need an entrance into this one. I'm going to put an entrance over here. I'm going to go get another gate. I'm going to create an entrance.
Raymond Albert Kroc was an American businessman. He obtained the fast food company McDonald's in 1961 from the McDonald brothers and was its CEO from 1967 to 1973. Kroc is credited with the global expansion of McDonald's, turning it into the most successful fast food corporation in the world by revenue.
Yeah, it's not about food, it's about real estate. It's about the chain, right? That's how they make their money. It's not about, it's actually, if that's from, Wikipedia, it really feels like that's actually just wrong. The most successful fast food corporation. Aren't they actually the most successful real estate corporation? Isn't that? Sure, the fast food is happening, but does that really have anything to do with... It's about the chain. It's about owning the land underneath the McDonald's and renting it to the guy who's actually doing the work to make the thing. That's how you make the money, right, Ray Kroc? Ray Kroc used to be Batman, and then he turned into Kroc. If you know who played Ray Kroc in the movie about McDonald's. But there's definitely a joke to be made there about Kroc and Batman, and the same guy played Killer Kroc and Batman, except for Killer Kroc is Ray Kroc. There's a joke there. They own the land and franchise the McDonald's, and that's how the money is made. It's not about the food. It's about ripping off the owners of the McDonald's. Who are in turn ripping off a underpaid... What did I come here for? Staff. You came here you need a couple more fences. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty sure that. And then pink gates. You need a gate. And that's to make an entrance so that you can get in, so that you can give that guy back some of his farmland. Now we have, more of an incentive to sleep more often. Every time that I sleep, we increase the rate of production from our automatic crop farms. The other thing that I could be doing is, that I should do, is go ahead and, set this guy up with some bone meal, my beet guy. I gave some bone meal to my wheat guys. They will just deplete and run out of bone meal, but this guy will continue to make his own. I was wrong on needing 4. I think it's just 2 that I needed because I placed these 3, and then I break this 1, and yeah. Anyway, I wanted to give these back, all of them, and see... Well, no, you know for a fact that he's going to break stuff and the seeds are going to get picked up in there, but maybe we can get these spots back.
Sleep is a natural process that allows the brain and body to rest and perform important functions. Brain activity during sleep, the brain cycles through different stages, including non-REM and REM sleep. The brain removes toxins and performs other housekeeping functions.
Where'd that come from? Don't you need to farm wraith skins to repair your elytra? You should stay awake. What? No, you just put mending on. Not that I have any of that. I don't have it. Weird. You haven't killed any ender dragons or gone to the end. But yeah, let's see if we end up with seeds. You know? End up with some seeds. Oh, and I was going to give you this. There you go, buddy. Now you can work that farmland better, and since he's allowed to recycle his seeds, he will always be able to, you know, make some more bone meal. But this'll get him started on having some in his pockets. There you go. All right. And transfer over these chests. And start by putting most of the seeds. I will save one. And all of the beetroot. Okay. Pawn is never going to the end. I mean, it's I don't need to. I don't need to. What do I need to go to the end for? What am I going to accomplish by going to the end? Dying? Losing all of this beautiful world that we've made? So 64 and 8 is where we were. If we want to, like, remind ourselves that that's where we started. I don't know that this is gonna, I don't, Whatever. Now we're here. It's fine. It's coming in good. I put one stack of seeds in there, and we'll see if we get any seed overflow now that I've allowed him to farm nearer to the hopper. We'll probably get a little bit every now and then, but it shouldn't be much, and he'll have more farmland to work with, and, you know, everything will be good. Meanwhile, up to still at 14 hay bales from whenever it was. That's because it happens at the end of the day. Most of the time, we're going to get our hay bales at the end of the day, because we got to fill the crafter up, and most of the hay comes in when they go throwing it back and forth between each other. But we've been here for turning 3 hours now. We've only had this working fully, well, actually, for 2 hours. Since the second hour, we had like 5 hay bales. So in the past hour, we've got 7 more hay bale. 5 plus 7. We've got 9 more hay bales than we started with. 9.5 potentially, but 9 more hay bales, which is the equivalent of a lot of hay, of wheat. It's 81, right? 81 wheat. The list of farms: carrot, potato, chicken, cow. Yeah, I think we should have like a chicken farm. I do like the... What just happened on my phone? Hang on. Okay. I like the idea of the chicken farm that just makes food for you. You know, you entity cram 24 chickens. It's not entity cramming, but you go to the entity cramming limit 4 chickens into like one spot, and then something lava, the babies get produced, they make the eggs get shot out by a dispenser. Every time that one of the eggs produces a chick, the chick exists underneath a block of lava until it grows up, and then it's tall enough to put its head in the lava, and then it gets cooked and dies and falls into a hopper, and you've got free cooked chicken all the time. I like that. I would prefer to have like a automatic cow slaughtering facility so that we have a better source of food than that. But up to 48 on the beetroot here. And then, like I say, I think we keep the carrot and potato farm as it is. No reason to automate this. You get so many carrots and so many potatoes each time you harvest, and being able to grow them in rows in the perfect scenario that we've made here, the fastest scenario. If you really wanted to get carrots and potatoes, come out here, do like 4 harvests, and you'll have filled single chests with both carrots and potatoes. It's very easy to get. In fact, since the whole day is about farming, let's go ahead and do it. Let's collect some, restore our potato supplies. But I do need like a better source of food. And honestly, the best source of food that I should be, taking advantage of right now, that I should be using, considering I have easy access to emeralds now, is I should just be buying pumpkin pies from my farmers. There's no reason for me to be doing more than that. Me making any more effort. Pumpkin pies are as good as steak, right? Aren't they? Do they give the same... Give the same, like, whatever it is, satiation or something? The invisible... whatever. Eating chorus fruit? Squid farm for ink? What do I need ink for? I don't mind doing things that I don't really need. I think we're still in the realm of doing things that's have a implicit value. But we should, go ahead and have a look at the list and see what's up, what's on the docket. We're doing now, separating our cattle, into pigs separate from moo cow, and then maybe, is there a way? Can I envision a way, or is there a, well-known way? I'm sure there is. To do like an automatic cow breeding and slaughtering facility? That sounds pretty involved. But I could imagine something. Breeding them is just a matter of feeding them, and if you can do that with a dispenser, then we good, right? Might not be able to do that with a dispenser. Yeah, that is possible. How do I have 2 oh, right. From the wheat and the beetroot. There, you go there. Oh, poison. Go here. Oh, and another 64 waiting for me next time I need it. Several auto car farms out there to look at. I could imagine, like, dispenser to breed, and then in order to, like, cook kill automatically, lava would be, but you'd have to figure out, that would be a tricky one, I think. Like, the fact that you can use baby chickens having a, look at that, being not tall enough to get hit by the lava is one thing. But I don't know that applies for cows. But you can always figure out something like you can play with the ticks, right? Lava ticks. Where it would only be let loose long enough for the lava to escape into one block, set the cow on fire, and then it closes back up, and then the cow burns and cooks, and hooray. I can absolutely envision how that would come together. I'm just pretty happy. Like, we've gotten to the point with this stuff where I can have a farm that is complicated, that involves a lot of redstone crap, and that even, like, we improvised how to do the, I need to sleep. We improvised how to do the, this particular elevator system for the beetroot farm, and we've built 2 fully automated farms in less than 3 hours, and the first half of the stream had about, like, 45 minutes worth of nonsense in it that had nothing to do with building the farms anyway. Could you dispense fire charges to cook cows? Ooh, that's an interesting one. You feed the cow, the baby drops down into a chamber. As they grow in, it kills the cow. Oh, really? You're still doing, like, the height thing, where it grows to a certain height and touches the lava and gets killed and the meat gets sucked into a hopper? I almost would have liked it to be the complicated way where you have to figure out the exact number of ticks and set up your timer to be exactly what you want in order to release one block of lava and then close it back off so that it goes away. I'd like to get into that. Okay, so now we're fully, all kinds of employees. So I should go ahead and, sterilize these people. There you go. You're sterilized. No more production of humans. Well, testificates. And we are still doing this. This would be something that we could, like, do, is increase the storage capacity. Although it would fill up pretty quickly once again. You get pushed into there. Under you. And then there's just another chest right there, and it feeds into that. And that at least, gets us a little bit more. Presuming that we don't use that space. Let me just step down here and investigate to make sure that back here we're not using those blocks or that space for anything. Doesn't look like it. It's a link to a cow killer, cow grower killer. Let's go ahead and just do this. I would just, it's not dirt? Is that not, alright, here, I'll break this one to see. It's not dirt. It's a half block of wood for some reason. Okay. But yeah, it wasn't contributing to anything that's going on down there, so I'm gonna grab a dispenser. And those 2 chests that I put away, that I now want back. I meant a hopper. 1 hopper. 2 chests. I don't have any spare chests over here now. Should have hung on to your chests. Another YouTube. One of those is a Rickroll. Now it's just we gotta... Should have memorized the V equals for the Rickroll, because clearly one of those is gonna be something. Can't both be. Yeah, some throat stuff going on. Also, okay, this morning I wrote a, probably, if you printed it out, 3-page long thing to the executive director of the Department of Health and Human Services for the county of Wayne. And so this live stream really should be shorter, because I spent a lot of intellectual activity. Usually, if I do something like that, that would be the only thing that I would do in a day to protect my health. So, yeah. Well, this needs to be here. That block needs to be here. I can put it that way. That block carries the redstone signal up and keeps things pushing through. It sucks that they can't be right in front of each other because of that, but, staggered is it's fine, I guess. It's fine. The top one is the small few block cram killer, and bottom one is an auto cooker. Sicko uploaded the video with multiple listings. Rick Astley. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna you down. Never gonna run around and hurt you. Never gonna lie. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye and fuck you over something. I don't know. Something like that, right? We've known each other for so long, so long. You know the rules, and so do I, The full commitment's what I'm dreaming of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Want to make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna break you down. Never gonna and hurt you. Alright, I can't actually get access to that hopper easily without, like, breaking shit, so I'm just gonna pull that out. And then, yep, you go moving again. That's what I was expecting as soon as we emptied that out. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing. Did I not put the damn hopper? No, because you couldn't. It wasn't because you're an idiot. You forgot because you're an idiot, but you had to do that first in order to... Now they're all going to drain in here, and then it's not going to be sorted. And it's fine. It's the way things ought to be. What? It's supposed to... One thing comes up at a time. That's how this is supposed to work. See, this is the problem. I feel like when you make this a path block, it doesn't carry the redstone signal anymore. Is that true? I tried to look this up and find out, and I could not find anybody saying the thing that I needed to hear to know. But is a path block not redstone conductive once you turn the dirt into a path block? Because this is, look at, it's no longer pushing. It's no longer pushing, but if I break you, and, I mean, if I've got to make it something else, if I just make you something, now it's pushing. One block at a time. So path blocks are non-conductive. I think we did just test it. Path blocks are non-conductive. They don't pass a redstone torch signal anyway. That's dirt. Which kind of sucks. I mean, it's good. That means that you've got a resistance block. You can place dirt and click the button, and I don't know if that really makes a goddamn bit of difference. But it's weird. Also because, like... I don't know. How many blocks resist redstone in the game? I thought, like, glass was an insulator for a reason, and for their, like, to be able to replace glass as a redstone resistive block just by right-clicking on dirt, something that costs nothing, including no time, seems like an imbalance in the redstone in general. I will absolutely, like, you know, I will happily sort all this stuff to look nice again once it's done its thing, but I'm not gonna do it until it's done its thing. Why is it so dark in here? It's probably just on my screen it looks really dark, but it's not that dark. Whoa! Didn't pick anything up? Bruh. You just hit and kept running? Hit and kept rolling? Surprised. I expected there to be a lot waiting for its first pass. I guess it did, and it dumped it all because I made a really efficient system. I made a really efficient system. What's going on here? Oh, because that's... Oh, because it's sand. I see. Well, we've doubled the storage capacity of this, but I fucking hate that. Oh, do I hate that. Is there a color of wool that would blend in more? Is wool redstone conductive? I think probably just anything that's a full block, and the reason why the paths don't conduct is because they're shorter than a full block. Your bound foundations are going to wash away. Yep. Yep. That's... I actually do like that better. But I feel like I should have another trapdoor here. I don't like that it's just showing. Like, the hole is just showing. I don't like that you're just showing your hole. Make them pay. Right? Just show the hole for free. Make them pay. They'll pay for the hole showing. One more trapdoor of this type, too, so it's gotta be... What are you doing? I need 6. Two trapdoors, I only need 1. Now, where you go? Right here, and like that. Oh, that's right. The redstone signal is pumped into this one constantly, so it's gonna, like, flip up and down. That's why we didn't do that. I now remember why it is that we didn't have one here. They have to get in the trap in order to realize it wasn't the hole they expected. Okay. Yeah, that's why we didn't do that. Because of the redstone signal that's coming into that block. So I guess it's fine. You know what? I would feel even better if you were also yellow wool. That didn't break anything, though. I don't want to block the cart when it comes back. Shouldn't have. Okay, cart incoming. And then you were carrying something, so you stopped, you dropped it off. And it didn't get stuck in that dropper, so we presume it went all the way up. And we're still emptying into the other chest. Okay. Yeah, that's how that's gonna be. We could put a foundation under this thing, you know, put some concrete in. That's just a little touch. But I think that thing that I was saying earlier about this should be a much shorter live stream because I put so much intellectual energy out today, and writing that big letter encourages me to like let's not necessarily start on another big project, and probably wrap this thing up a lot early. I've only been here for 3 hours and 17 minutes, but you know. Protect my health. Don't get to the point where I'm suffering because I didn't. Go ahead and... yank out some of this honeycomb. Get some of that honey crisp. Keeps me going strong. Make them into blocks. Can't get enough of that sugar crisp, sugar crisp, sugar crisp. Can't get enough of that sugar crisp, it keeps me going strong. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do more of this. Uh-oh! That was for real. I think we might have run out of disk space. Oh, shit. Did we run out of disk space? Not sufficient disk space to continue recording. God damn it. That just makes so much more work for me. It's not that significant of an amount of work, but I don't like that it's an amount of work for me. That me has to do. Me is not happy about that. Does it make so much more work for me? It doesn't.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
All right. The people
Fucking thing sucks.
The people on live stream or the people on the VOD just don't get to see that chunk of the things, and I just said we should just wrap it up. Maybe I just like fucking upload what we got of it, and we call this a live stream. It just ends like that on the VOD. Yeah, it's a VOD. You know, you got an audience of 6-7 people who tune into the VODs. It's a fucking VOD. Who's gonna complain that it ended? We're wrapping it up. I'm not gonna worry about it. I suppose I could upload the Twitch version. It's just the Twitch version tends to look shittier. Look at all of the big men I've got walking around this place these days. I like it. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Occupy our time. We're gonna reload the clay farm. Pretty sure it's empty right now. Reload that clay farm. Which probably takes 300. Yeah, I think it takes like that much dirt. Trapdoor. Way. All the dirt stays with me, no. Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do about the VOD. Problem for future pawn. We'll reload the clay farm so that we got money waiting for us. Clay is just money for me now. Walk up and in 4 clicks I turn clay into all the cash that you could possibly want. You gotta aim low on this, or else it doesn't work at the right rate. Yeah, no, you can't fool me twice. There was no first fooling to do that. Just play the music from Curb Your Enthusiasm at the end of the VOD. I mean, at least if we're doing a shorter live stream, there's less. It takes less time to get an edit and a new render. But the thing is, I haven't stopped and restarted the local recording, so now I would have to like download the Twitch render and attach it to the end of the. It's a lot of bullshit. It's a lot of bullshit. I'll probably just export from Twitch this one. And there we go. We're pushing mud, baby. Pushing mud up. You know, where the mud goes up. Yep. $182 hours in, too. So that would mean we could be turning 200 hours in the next 3 live streams, but it's more likely because our live streams have been getting a little bit shorter. They were getting a little crazy at 6 hours. Not at 6 hours, but like at 7 hours. Probably 4 live streams from now, this world will turn 200 hours old. You know what I could have done in 200 hours if I knew what I wanted to do? If I had already had the experience building these crazy redstone contraptions, all that kind of stuff. We could get back to this point that we're in right now in like 30 hours probably, I would imagine. Have a iron farm and big old monstrous clay machine. Some of the art projects would still take a while, because it's like, even after you've designed what it's gonna be, assembling it is, you know, touchy, finicky, takes time in survival. Slowest speed run ever. But I'll be looking forward to $200 or 200. Yeah, I will be looking forward to $200. Who's going to give me $200? I'll be looking forward to 200 hours as a bit of a milestone. Kind of asking, why are some of the blocks different? This machine, what have I done? This machine actually makes mud, is what first comes out of it. Dirt goes down there, water bottle gets dispensed into the dirt and turns it into mud, and then the mud gets dried by the dripstones and that. And I think you know all of this, so maybe that's not what you were talking about. Maybe it is. But yeah, so some of them are mud going up because they haven't dried out yet. And some of them are clay because they dried out really quickly. Why is some mud white? Because it's already turned into clay. That's why, yeah. Why is some mud white? That sounds like a more philosophical question, though. Mommy, why is some mud white? There are 2 layers of dripstone. Yeah, there's dripstone on every... Uh-oh. That should never be allowed to happen. How did that happen? We had some stragglers got through or something. We just broke the machine. Did we fill the whole thing? We did fill the whole thing, and then we filled it completely going up as well. And then, because the only place left for it to push was like this, it went ahead and it pushed right past our wall and broke all of our redstone, and it's not a big repair to have to do, but, is there a way to prevent that? I mean, there's always a way with some redstone wiring. But I don't see a simple way to prevent it. And then the redstone just goes back here, right? Just like that. So that's it. It's fixed. To prevent... Like, it seems to me like the easiest way would be to detect that we've created, like, if this is blocked, then don't. I don't know. I don't think it's actually worth fixing. Make the first layer require the maximum piston push. Yeah, the problem becomes it, like, encroaches on everything that's going on over here. Is there a reason why you can't encroach on it? Like, I think I might have chosen to do it this way as for an aesthetic purpose. No? Yeah, maybe. For the going upness of it. Like, you fill like this, and then you start pushing that way, and it would push 1... Oh. 2. We broke that. It didn't move this stuff, so it would push to here. Which would mean that you would want this Just one more out. Actually, two more out, because underneath this... Well, wait, where is it? You were there. So if I could push out one more... There might be... two more. Ah, yeah, I guess it didn't push this because that was the maximum that you could push, but the other ones can push to this level. Maybe that's the thing. So it comes 1, 2, and then that would have to be there. So you've still got enough room for it. I feel like I would have looked into that. That I did look into that. And there just might have been a reason why this actually ends up interfering with, like, how this part works. If it's out that far. Might not have been, but there could have been, it could have been that. I feel like when I was figuring this out, I looked into that kind of stuff. That would mean your pistons would be... Pistons would be here. Redstone path would be here, and so you get a piston right there. And then this redstone torch that conducts a signal that passes across there, and I don't know, I will play with that before I turn this into a YouTube video, which is still a plan. I will play with that in creative mode and see if there was a reason why I didn't do it. I feel like there might have been. Why I didn't have it push all the way that it possibly could. It could have just been aesthetic, but I feel like there was a reason. Can you move the horizontal pistons by 2? Here. So... this pushes out as far as it can push to here. That's just as far as you can get anything. And then these push as far as they can push in this direction. So these are the only ones that aren't pushing. You know, they have to be here because it starts by coming this way first. So they have to start here, and we would have to move this side of things, if we could move this side of things. So I will absolutely look into that in my creative world at some point in future to make sure that it can't be, you know, 2 rows more efficient and not rip itself apart. But even if it does rip itself apart, that's a pretty easy fix to just, like, grab those blocks and relay your redstone down, and you just, every time you use the thing, you get like 300 or something clay blocks. I think it's 400 and something clay blocks, actually. So dirt, what else did I pick up? It was exclusively mud? No, I got some clay balls as well from that. Nothing I can do with the mud, though. I'll just go put it in a chest. Can you gain 1 by switching to sticky pistons? Oh. I would not move this contraption for the life of me, so no. This is just a tricky-ass thing to put together because of the water column and everything. It's not that hard when you know, to put it, each piece into place. It's small, but I would not, no. Piston and a honey block, yeah. That would be how you'd repair it in place. I'll look into it and see if it's even something that we would do. The mud. Mud goes back home, dirt goes back home. And then we've been here for 3.5 hours. We could play a chess game. I could play a LeeChess.org game against the computer. I like decided I'm gonna stop playing computers and start playing people. Playing people's stressful, man. Like, I'm winning these games, but I'm just feeling like it takes too much. Is that mud? That's not mud. And I kind of backed off of it.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We can reduce the focus to a soft blur, or sharpen it to crystal clarity. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. You are about to experience the porn.
And the Outer Limits, right? That's the one from the Outer Limits, right? Twilight Zone had its thing, and then Outer Limits had its thing. And was there a third one that was in the vein of Twilight Zone and Outer Limits? I feel like there was, but it might have been shorter lived. And how? What did you did it again? Oh shit, guys! It's almost time for the live stream. Yeah, that's the Thursday live stream alarm because these things used to start at 2 p.m. Get out. Get out. Get out. Nobody, you're supposed to sleep. Why is this? Why is this? I remember the problem with this guy ended up being, not this guy, but the problem with a dude ended up being that he couldn't, his bed needed to be broken and replaced. And I had done this to prevent this crap, and then I took it down because I thought maybe it was blocking them from sleeping and restoring and whatnot. I don't think that was the problem, so I just need this asshole to stop being an asshole. Get in bed. And I'm gonna put this in there. Get back in bed. What? Oh, it's the morning. Here's your brewing stand back, okay? No more jumping on the bed. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said no more monkeys jumping on the bed. That's what the doctor said. I don't know if you know that or not, but it is what he said. I should have put, like, the... No, this is the side that we want it all on. I was going to say that I should have put the prisoner in a different... Oh, no, those are the beetroot seeds I put in a different container. Why haven't we... Maybe it's we put a whole nother stack in, and it seems to me as though we didn't, because it's a whole nother stack. How are we doing over here? 22 hay bales. Multiply by 9, people. That's how much wheat these guys have generated for me just by me walking around scratching my balls for 2.5 hours since we got that system fully working. Meanwhile, is this still going? We did a repair on the... Holy balls. We are completely overloaded, and this is a smoker. Holy shit, y'all. This is a smoker. We are totally full on kelp. And look at all the dried kelp blocks we've produced. Holy balls. Like, you know what? At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and recover my nether wart blocks. Like, you need more places to store so that you can hold more? Fill it up. Damn. So... 8 rows of kelp is more than enough to fill 8 rows of 17 kelp each is more than enough to overload a smoker. I know that 6 wasn't enough, so I wonder about 7.
5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed.
I didn't remember the first part of that. 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. Thank you, Tremacian, also for the... I do kind of occasionally just, you know, forget that you're giving me, you know, money every time that you do. Thank you for the money, Tremacian. Wait. Dramacian? Thank you for your service. Oh, that's what I'm saying. You back over there. But damn, y'all. But damn. The kelp is full. So I wonder if you could get away with 7. 7 might be the magic number where it's not, like, massively overwhelming it. This 8 apparently just slams the thing. That'd be the last thing that I'd want to test before I went to market on our kelp farm system. As well as some of what Kenneth played around with. I got your screenshot, Kenneth, of that system. Then I looked at it and I was a little bit confused, but I'll look at it again. The thing I think that left me like, huh, about it was that in my experiments, it's kind of necessary. It's kind of necessary for it to be 2 blocks in front of each that it's got to go down to and then out to at the very least. Because if the kelp manages to grow up, and you don't have that extra block here, so the flowing water would be coming out from like way up here and going down, and the kelp that's like, it would be on this row, it would be able to grow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it would be able to turn these blocks into water source blocks, which would then turn the water source into there, and that problem becomes a problem on every single level. So I was looking at yours and seeing that it was like a single system. It was 2 down, then 1 out, and then 2 down. And that's what I was like, I wonder if that actually like works with the, problem that I've identified when I was tinkering with it of if you don't come out by 1, then the water can be turned into source blocks by the kelp growth. Which you could probably rely on just firing the redstone signal often enough to prevent it from growing too high, but it's not exactly a foolproof solution. There's always the statistical probability that on a long enough timeline you would get something to just, randomly grow a lot faster. Missed that explanation because my video froze and I got an advertisement. The one I just made? Damn it. The 2 blocks, it has to come out 2 blocks because otherwise the kelp can grow up into the flowing water and turn the flowing water into source blocks, which then makes the flowing water come out by 1 more, and it like screws up this whole system where they flow down the fronts of them and float to the top and get pushed by it and all that kind of stuff. The reason why it had to be this shape, the L shape, 2 down and then 2 out, the 2 out in particular, was to prevent source block creation from kelp growth that interfered with the delivery mechanism. So that's what I was curious about, whether or not that could be defeated with your setup, with what you had figured out. I am incredibly, like, surprised to find the kelp completely overflown, and look at all of our dried kelp blocks, and it's still just running. And that's everything we want. Our propane tank will be full soon enough. And then if we wanted to, we could create a gas line underground that takes the dried kelp out of there and ships it over here to the cactus farm in order to cook the cactus, since we're running out of places to store cactus. There would be no particular reason to do that, but it is a thing we could do. And you might be able to tell that I'm running out of breath. So, the threat that I made probably 30 minutes ago, or more, that we should call this early, have it just be a 3 and some hour live stream, That's where we are. That's what we're gonna do. Look at all the beetroot we got, and it's just gonna keep flowing in without us thinking about it. It's automatic. In fact, here's something I'll do before the end of the day. I can't. I don't have anywhere to put the kelp. Here, I'll put the kelp here. One more chest for this, because that's going to fill up fast. And we can't compress it like we're doing with the wheat, you know? This is going to take a while to fill up, but if you decompressed that, that would be tons of fun. It'd be a lot. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, look, and it's coming in even as we speak. All the beetroot this guy's dropping off. I love it. Now, why do we want beetroot? Yes. We have no use for beetroot. But now we have it. We have no use for beetroot because we already had this many poppies. So, in terms of, like, red dye, we were already covered. And an on-screen celebration. I didn't even get to see it. Damn it. That's the end of our video. Ronin Pawn's gotta go. They have to go. How did that go? That's the end of the video. Ronin Pawn stuck it out, so he has to go. But if you'd subscribe, he'd be oh so glad. Something, something, something that rhymes with glad. It used to be a YouTube thing. I had a series where we did that. It was the Pawn Plays series, or the Pawn something, or the Pawned. That's it. It was the Pawn series, PWN''D series, where I played live.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success.
I improvised and riffed comedy over the first hour or two worth of gameplay from whatever titles I had lying around. And we called it Pawned. That's where that came from. Ah, nostalgia. How can I market it for money? I'm the Ronin Pawn. That's what you do with nostalgia. You market it for money. Wow, look at the river. Whoa, that's not the river. Okay. You see why I thought it was the river, and it was just like fogged the fuck out. It was a truck passing in front of this camera. Look at the river. How did it go? Something about something that he knows, and then I shout the river. Is it a Who song? The Who? Is it a Who song, or is it a The Who song? Number one. But the one, the river, he knows that his something, well, the river. River of Time. I can't remember what the hell it is I'm referencing. If you know what I'm referencing, put it in, mail it to the post office box, 729-17277-229-7177. And meet me back here on Sunday. This was Thursday, wasn't it? Yeah, because you got a call in the middle of the week. People work. Meet me back here on Sunday at like 10, 11 a.m. probably, around that time, for more something. We don't have to do... I've got other plans than just Minecraft. But it'll probably just be Minecraft, because that's easy. I'll see you then. Pawn out.